What is up, Dino Crew, and welcome to a brand new episode of Donna Harry's Gaming Thoughts. And this week we're going to be talking why Battlefield 1 was an absolute masterpiece from DICE. And we're starting off looking at the campaign here, the 5 different stories it offered us, war stories it was called. Wow, wow, wow. During this review, I'm obviously going to be going quiet a little bit and just letting you take in how good this game was. It was just so perfect. So you know what I want you guys to do for this video. Smash the hell out of that like button. Over 20 likes on the video, 2k subscribers, leave a comment if you really enjoy Battlefield and think it's potentially one of the best Battlefield games. I think it's highly up there alongside Battlefield 3. And like even in the background here, we're not just going into a mission, it's giving us some information about what is going on. And okay, it's not 100% accurate, but it's making it feel personal. And the greatest thing about this Battlefield game is it felt very much like you were playing a movie. Now, I really think this game could be turned into a movie. That's how good it is. So, we're gonna just go quiet a little bit when this mission loads in, and you can just listen to what's going on. Because in my opinion, it's absolutely fantastic. The cinema score, everything. So here we go. Let's just let it play out in front of you.
Edward. Sir. Townsend. Come on, you miss all the fun. We need a fresh batch of salts over here. This lad's got all artillery! Fire! I've been looking at your papers.
Don't worry about me, sir. I'm ready to do my bit for king and country.
Listen, son, you find forward and reverse when you're told you'll do all right for me. Grab those, would you? Come and meet Big Bess. Woman of your dreams. And our new driver, boys.
Whoa, no, don't swear. She does not like it when you swear. Finch, you've done this before.
Done what before?
Mind your business with manners. Listen, don't worry. She'll look after you, yeah?
All right, boys. This is the big one. Our orders are to punch through the German line, destroying artillery positions as we go. Finch.
Yes, sir.
After that, we'll advance on the French town of Cambrai, where I have been assured there is wine, women, and song. So you should enjoy that.
Ah, my man is wine. Jesus. Are we in safe hands or what, boys?
All right, my man. Remember, boys, do your jobs, take care of each other. Big Bess will take care of you.
May Lord have mercy on our souls.
We'll get through this together, right, Edwards?
Right, sir.
Full ahead, driver!
I mean, just look at this as an intro for a game. How fantastic is it? This is mission 1. This is your first experience of playing Battlefield 1 if you played the campaigns. Look how cinematic it is. This game released in 2016, by the way, and I personally still think it's probably one of the best looking games from Battlefield. Just everything made this game an absolute Hollywood level masterpiece. It almost felt like the film 1917 that recently come to life in the game, which is fantastic. The visual design of Battlefield is phenomenal. Every battlefield looks like it was lifted straight from a high-budget war film. Mud flying, skies darkening, buildings crumbling. The intro sequence, which you've just seen, it makes you feel Like, everything is alive. It's absolutely fantastic. It's got all the ingredients to make a war movie: heroes, heartbreak, incredible set pieces, and it just treats the subject matter with surprising respect. Now, talking over the sound design and musical score there, like, it is absolutely fantastic how they've nailed it. Johan Soderquist and Patrick Arden, if that's how you say their names, I believe, composed the score, and it's not your typical action game music. It's orchestral, emotional, somber, and haunting, which fits World War One atmosphere perfectly. It builds tension, it hits you in the gut during sad moments, and it fires you up when you're charging across no man's land. And then the sound design. Oh my god, how have they nailed it so well? Again, I'm just going to go quiet and you can listen as we're rocking through with our tank here. That noise of the shells ripping over your head, near misses. It's honestly wow, wow, wow. Explosions echo with terrifying realism. Planes screech, tanks rumble, and the screams of soldiers in the distance. It's immersive in a way what feels sometimes too real. It sounds dramatic because it is. The game's audio could compete with war movies of any day. Now, what I'm seeing here in the background is something called War Stories. War Stories come out after really Battlefield's 4 story was pretty. It was alright, it wasn't the best, it just didn't hit as much as the Bad Company in Battlefield 3 did. So it was a bit, what was I doing with it? But wow. Didn't it just entertain, it also informed people. Each war story came with real historic context. Loading screens gave you background on the battles, the weapons, and the people involved. Even the multiplayer maps were based on real locations. I'm in Sunny Desert, Monte Grappa. The game used actual World War One gear, and while it wasn't 100% accurate, let's be real, it's still an action shooter. It still needs to be fun. It made a huge effort to respect the source material, and it really needed to, because this is, not many games take on World War One just because of, how delicate the subject can be. The game was just fantastic, and for so many gamers, this was their first real exposure to a World War One game. No other AAA game since Valiant Hearts has tried to show that era, and none with the level of scope or budget as this. It's just fantastic, like how they've given everything respect. As I say, there's 5 different war stories, that you'd be taking on. It's fantastic. Rather than that single, I'm playing as one person throughout the whole of it. Each story was a self-contained narrative. A British tank crew, which you've seen in the background here, through mud and blood. A Boudrian rebel alongside Lawrence of Arabia, an Italian soldier in the mountains. Each environment, each playthrough was different and fantastic. What made them powerful wasn't just their setting, it was a human element. These weren't superheroes, these were scared, angry, loyal, and real. The game wasn't afraid to slow things down and reflect, to show the pain of war instead of glorifying it. I mean, the prologue literally has you playing as a doom soldier after doom soldier. That's just bold, it's poetic. And at the end of this mission now, that you're going to see in the background, the sacrifice that they were prepared to make for the greater good. Here, I'm just going to let it go quiet.
Come on! Come on! Richard! Are you out of your minds? You're gonna get us all killed! Edward's behind you! Edwards! Release the pigeon! That is an order, son! Do you understand me? Sir!
Again, just, look at this. We're flying as a pigeon while the destruction is going on around us with that beautiful cinematic score that I'm just going to let play out again. Just listen.
Orders! Sir, new fire mission. It's Delton, sir. Sir. 3, 6, 4, turn.
Here it comes, boys.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is the first real proper introduction to this game that you get given. It's absolutely fantastic how they, you know, make you feel so alive and like you feel like you're about to lose the character, and it's like, well, I've only just loaded in with this character. The noise, everything, the cinematic score, everything clicked together perfectly. Now, for a Battlefield game to be fantastic, it doesn't just need to have a good campaign. It needs to have a good multiplayer. And, you know, Battlefield 1 was fantastic in that respect. It was chaotic fun. You know, the mission, the multiplayer I'm playing in the background here, while, again, you know, this is quite late, I'm playing this in 2025, this has still got 64 players playing it. You know, it's still really played to this day. You know, it was insanely fun when it was released, and it still is today. This map I'm playing here, you know, desert map, with a behemoth that rolls through with a train. Like, how fantastic is that? And it's not just, you know, you ground people. Battlefield does well. It's vehicles. You've got planes screeching through the sky, different bullets ripping past you, people on horseback. Like, horseback combat was a thing in this game, and it's so mental to see, like, planes and tanks and horses running together. That blend, it was just perfect. Now, ignore my poor shooting here, because, you know, it's been a long time since I played Battlefield and I'm not the best. So, but it was fantastic. You know, dynamic weather, destructible buildings, environments that change. Never had the same game twice. It was chaotic in the best way. Like here, look, there's a guy stuck in a tank. So I'm thinking, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw a grenade and try and blow him up. Luckily, one of my teammates gets him because, you know, I make a stupid mistake like that. But look how fun it is. Like, he crashed his tank, like, vehicle there. And what other game does that, where you can just be running around and see a vehicle stuck that's shooting at you? It's fantastic. You know, the class system kept things strategic, while the variety of weapons gave players to, you know, play on their own and play their own way. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you know, there's a behemoth in this game of a train. You know, the noise that the behemoths made when they were appearing on the map were fantastic. And it really gave you a sense that, we're in trouble here when this thing comes in. You know, it was brutal. And obviously the train on this map, there was ships in other maps. It was absolutely fantastic. And Battlefield did a fantastic job of doing it and bringing that in. You know, it was fantastic. And then there was an operations mode. It blended story and multiplayer better than most live service games do today. You'd battle across multiplayer maps with narration and objectives. It felt like you were taking part in a larger war effort. And don't get me started on the behemoths, as I say. Zeppelins, trains, battleships, madness, but in a cinematic way. Look at it just pulling past me here, you know. I'll try to run up to it and get a bit of stealth on it and realise I'm being shot at, which is just, it's not the smartest idea. Yeah. Graphically, Battlefield still holds up today. The frost on your rifle, the mud cake in your boots, the gas forcing you to throw on a mask. Mid-fight, it was immersion in the best way. It wasn't just a game you played, it was one you felt. Even after years of newer titles, fewer shooters matched the weight and atmosphere that Battlefield 1 had. It had soul, and it had something that you don't see every single day, and you don't see anymore, really. So, in the years since release, no Battlefield game has really come close to Battlefield 1 accomplished. It told powerful stories, looked incredible, sounded even better, and made learning about history engaging. It respected its subject, it dared to be different, and it succeeded. Battlefield 1 was still, and is still, a masterpiece. And honestly, if they ever adapted into this film, I'd be first in line to watch it. Wow, wow, wow. If you agree that Battlefield 1 deserves more love, let me know in the comments. What was your favourite war story? What moment stuck with you the most? Like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you love deep dives into legendary games, and I'll see you on the battlefield next time.